Hey there, friend. Good morning and welcome to this 10-minute morning yoga practice. My name is Katie and today we're doing 10 minutes of yoga for the lower back. So if you're like me and sometimes you sleep funny and wake up with a really sore lower back, then this practice is going to be your new best friend. We're going to do lots of stretches and poses that will help to open up your lower back, soothe away that pain and just get rid of any tension. So we'll begin in child's pose. You can come into whatever version you prefer, but if you do want to target your lower back here, I'd recommend keeping your knees together. Then reach your hands towards the top of your mat, fingers spread nice and wide apart, and maybe you can release your forehead to the mat here. If your forehead doesn't connect, you can take your hands in underneath or rest it on a yoga block or a cushion. So just drop into your pose here. Find your breath wherever it is in your body. And each time we breathe in, notice how you can gently stretch your lower back. And each time you breathe out, getting rid of a little bit more tension from it. Take one more big breath in here. Expand your entire belly like a big balloon. And then when you're ready, you can start to pull yourself up. Coming into tabletop pose here, we'll have the wrists directly below the shoulders and the knees directly below the hips. Spread your fingers nice and wide apart. And we'll do a few rounds of cat and cow here. So inhale to point your tailbone up to the ceiling. Drop your belly, glide your chest slightly forward and look up. As you exhale, tailbone points down, round your back, tuck your chin to your chest and drop your head. We'll do a few more inhaling, taking us back up to cow pose. And as you exhale, round your spine for cat. Getting rid of all of that tension from your back here. If it feels good, you can just pause at one point and just let the pose open up your body. Back to tabletop now. When you're ready, you might just bring your hips to one side, look back over your shoulder on the same side, and then hips to the other side, looking back over your shoulder. Do that a few more times, just as a nice way to release some more tension from your back. And then coming back to center, walk your hands a little bit closer to the top of your mat. Curl your toes onto the back of your mat. Lift your knees up and then drag your hips up and back, finding your downward facing dog. So do whatever you need to do here. You can keep your feet hip distance apart. Keep a nice generous bend in your knees. That's going to help you to keep your spine straight. And you can paddle out your feet here. Stretch through the backs of your legs. Eventually aiming to point your tailbone up to the ceiling, releasing your head towards the mat. Maybe your ears are in line with your biceps here. And you can give your back a really nice stretch. So take a big breath in, fill up your body. And as you exhale, maybe you can sink your head a little closer to your mat. Keep pushing yourself away from your hands. When you're ready, start to walk your feet towards your hands. So you start to come into a standing forward fold, feet still hip distance apart, knees are still bent. You can relax your head towards your mat. Hands can hang low or they can come to grab opposite elbows here. So this, I feel, is the ultimate pose for the lower back. You just have to let gravity do the work. You can assist, of course, by using your breath. Each breath in, lifting you slightly out of the pose because your lungs are full. Each breath out, helping you to sink a little bit deeper once your lungs are empty. We'll pause here for a moment. If your hands are not already on the mat, you can take them back down, and then we'll walk both of our hands over to the left side of the mat, taking a really deep breath into the right side of your body. And then exhaling, hands can come all the way over to the right. Nice long breath in, fill up your left lung. Exhale, take it back to center. We're going to come down into a yogi squat here. So you can heel toe your feet out to the edges of your mat. Toes might spill off as your heels come in. And then nice and slowly take a big bend into your knees. Drop your tailbone down towards your mat and find your yogi squat. So we're not staying here for too long. If you need a little help, just take a cushion or a yoga block to sit on. And don't worry about how this looks, you're focusing on how it feels. Again, here, a really great pose for that lower back. So take a few deep breaths in. Keep your attention on all those sensations that you're feeling. Remember, where attention goes, energy flows. So send all of your healing energy into your back. One more big breath in. And as you exhale, you might bring your hands back behind you and you can gently bring yourself back down onto your mat. Sit with your legs out long in front of you and you can give them a little shake off here. Now from here, coming into a half spinal twist by taking the sole of your right foot to the outside of your left knee. Now your left leg can stay long, or if you want to open up your hips a little bit here too, you can take a bend into that left knee. So the left foot is now beside your right hip. If you have both of your knees bent here, check that you can feel your sit bones pressed into the mat. Your right hand comes in behind your tailbone, and then your right arm is like a pillar to prop up your spine. Reach your left hand up to the ceiling. Take a big breath in to lengthen, and as you exhale, rotate to your right, hooking your elbow to your knee, and then slowly start to look back over your right shoulder. Each inhale lengthens your spine. Each exhale helps you to twist a little bit deeper. You can start to slowly make your way back to center. Undo your legs, give them a shake off. And then we'll repeat on the opposite side, taking the left foot to the outside of the right knee. Maybe bending that right knee as well, maybe not. Both seat bones pressed into your mat. Left hand in behind your tailbone, propping up your spine. Right arm to the ceiling. Breathe in here and lengthen. Exhale to rotate to your left. Hook your elbow and slowly start to look back behind you. Bring your focus back down to your lower back. Let all of your energy flow there. And now when you're ready, you can start to make your way back to center. Undo your legs, shake them out. Coming back to your most comfortable way to sit on your mat. You can take a moment here, maybe just bring your palms together at your chest. Close your eyes and bow your head towards your heart. Take a really big breath in, breathing in all that you want for today. And as you exhale, you're letting go of whatever you don't want to bring with you. And do a few more like that. I hope you enjoyed this practice. If you did, you can let me know by leaving a thumbs up, or you can comment below, let me know how your lower back is feeling now. If you want to stay on your mat a little bit longer, I do have a morning meditation that I would recommend, and I do have lots more 10-minute morning yoga practices, so you might do one of them, or hopefully you'll come back tomorrow and keep this good habit of doing morning yoga. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.